Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Right, if not, please let me know. Right, first of all, on behalf of Lincoln University, I welcome you all to the program. Our new subject is Media Resources in Teaching. Right? In this subject, you guys are going to learn about how the technology is mainly going to integrate it in the teaching and learning environments, right? And what type of technical tools, what type of technologies that you can be used as students as well as teachers. Since this is the first time I'm meeting you guys, I would like to know about you guys before starting the lecture. Can you guys please go ahead and give me a small introduction about yourself? Shall I go by the list and ask? First, we have Dilrukshi. Just a brief introduction will be fine. What is your name? Where are you from? Where do you work? Then Angela Dayavans.
Sir, I'm Dilrukshi.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm from Ambagamu. I'm working as a teacher.
Yeah.
Ambagamu School.
All right. Okay, nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Angela.
Sir, I'm Angela Davansha. I'm
Angela, I can't hear you.
Sir, I'm Angela Davansha. I'm from Polonnaruwa. I completed my HND and now I am not working anywhere.
All right, okay. So you live in Polonnaruwa?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay, nice to meet you. Anukhi?
I'm Anuki. I'm from Galle and I already completed the 2-year course of Peradeniya National College of Education, and I'm doing my internship at Kengalla Mahavidyalaya.
Kengalla Mahavidyalaya, Kandy?
Yes, sir.
All right. I live in Balagol. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Buddhini?
Good morning, sir. I'm Buddhini Ranasinghe, and I'm from Kandy. And I'm teaching as an English teacher at Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy. And I'm teaching for grades from grades 10 to 13.
Right, okay, nice to meet you, Buddhini.
Thank you, sir.
Chamodini?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I'm Shamodini Samanasinghe and I'm from Pilimatalawa. I already completed HNDE and from Kandy, and now I'm working as a teacher of English, and I'm not a government teacher.
All right, where do you work? Okay, Chaturika?
Yes, sir. I'm Chaturika Subhashini Hemachandra and I'm from Nuwara. Currently, I'm working as an English teacher in Nuwara Meepinimana School, and I completed my National Diploma in Education in Pastunrat National College of Education. That's it.
Right, okay, nice to meet you, Chaturika. Dilini? Dilini?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning, sir. I'm Dilini from Polonnaruwa. I'm in
I didn't get your last part. Where do you work?
I'm working as an English teacher in government school.
All right, okay. Nice to meet you, Divni.
Nice to meet
Dilshad. Dilshad.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm from Mavanella. I completed my HND in Kagol, and I'm not working.
All right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Gayani Basnayaka. Gayani Basnayaka. Sorry. Hirashni. Hirashni, right? Hirashni, are you there? Hirashni? No. And Husseina Hassan and message, right? Okay. Ravina.
I'm Navina from Norelia. I'm working at Good Shepherd BME, Norelia.
Norelia.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. Who is TCD Jala?
Good morning, sir. I have
Good morning.
completed my 2-year training at Peradeniya National College of Education, and now I'm an internship. I'm doing my internship at Mahamaya Girls College.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Veeravardhana.
Good morning, sir. I'm Hansika Veeravardhana. I'm from Kandy. I'm working as a teacher in Rusikama Junior School, Pallapala.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. Shara.
Good morning, sir. I'm Dilani Shara from Navalapitiya. I completed my National Diploma in Teaching at Peradeniya National College of Education. Now I work as an English teacher at Alminhaj National School, Hapugastalawa.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. Ekanayaka. Ekanayak.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Ekana and I'm from Matale. I'm working as a teacher at Sirmao Bandara Model School, Matale.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Prabha Ratnayaka. Then S.A. Basnayaka.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Sachini Basnayaka from Peradeniya. I'm working as a teacher in Panwela.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Vijayanti.
Good morning, sir. I'm Vijayanti from Anuradhapura. And currently I work as an English teacher at Rahula Primary School, Ippavala. And I studied at Mahaval National College of Education, Polga.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. There are usernames, I don't know. 0034, who is under the username? And Chaturika? Chaturika?
Yes, good morning, sir. I am Chaturika. I am working as an English teacher at Mahavidyalaya in Valapane Sort.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. Madhusha.
Good morning, sir. I'm Madhusha Dedunu, and I'm from Kandy. I'm a teacher in a government school in Katugastata.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Prabhashini.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sanka Sir.mp4. I work as a teacher in Norelia.
Where do you work?
In Norelia, sir.
Norelia, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Shamla.
Hello, sir. I am Shamla. I am from Dantura. I have completed my HNDE in STAT.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you, Shamla. Sabnam.
Good morning, sir. I am Shabnam. I live in Kengala and I am working at Navanagala Tamil School in Unnaskiriya.
It's okay. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Shakira.
Good morning, sir. I am Shakira. I am from Kandy. I am working as a teacher in Panvila.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Soumya.
Good morning, sir. I am Soumya Jayasingha. I'm from Mailapitiya, Kandy. I completed my HNDE in Kandy and I'm working as a teacher in Mandula Secondary School, Valapanisan.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Shehani.
Good morning, sir. I'm Shehani Lianarachi from Digana, and I have completed my 2-year course at Peradeniya National College of Education, and I'm currently doing my internship at Kengala National College, sir.
All right, okay. Sulakshana.
Good morning, sir. I'm Sulakshana Vijaykorn from Kandy. I have completed my National Diploma in Teaching, Mahavar College, National College of Education, and I work as a teacher in Mathali.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. And finally, Sulochana.
Good morning, sir. I am from Kandy. I work as an English teacher in Rikilla Gaskade School.
Right, okay. Nice to meet you. And Nero. Who is under the username Nero? Okay, anyone else who hasn't introduced? Yes, Nero, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm Niromi Sirisurya. I completed my HND at Kandy Slade. I worked as an English teacher in Vidyartha Primary School, but now I am in and I'm on leave, and I live in Maldives. Nice to
All
meet
right,
you,
okay.
sir.
You too. Right, anyone else who hasn't introduced themselves?
Good morning, sir. I am Garani from Navalapitiya. I completed my HND. Currently, I am not working in school.
Right, okay, Gani. Nice to meet you. Right, anybody else? Right, yes, Prabha.
Good morning,
Go ahead.
sir. There was a problem with my mic. So I'm Prabha. I live in Talatwaya. I have completed HND course. Now I am a teacher. I'm working at Sri Chandananda Buddhist College.
All right, okay. Nice to meet you. Anyone else?
Good morning, sir.
Can you speak a little bit loudly? Louder?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I'm Makshika. I'm from Mampara, and currently I'm working as an English instructor at National Youth Corps.
Right, okay, Akshita. Nice to meet you. I think everybody has introduced themselves. If not, please go ahead. I will give you an introduction about myself before starting. I'm Sanka Sir.mp4, and I've been working as a lecturer for nearly 10 years now. My basic degree is in electronics engineering, master's in business administration, and currently doing my PhD in business administration as well, and the research in artificial intelligence and business strategy. Apart from being a lecturer, I'm actually a pilot. So that is my full-time job. So while engaging in that job, I'm doing lecturing for engineering students as well as social science students in Lincoln University. So let's move on to the subject. If you guys have any questions at any moment, please raise your hand or just speak out, right? You can ask anything anytime, right? I would like to continue the lectures as a discussion, not as a typical lecture. So please engage, right? Monoa hari question na tiyena nang e moment ke mahanda, right? Sometimes you are going to discuss a lot of technical stuff. So I can understand that sometimes it is hard to understand it by the first time, right? And is a monomari question you don't have to wait, right? If you're not in a position to ask, you can just type it and send it to me, right? Whatever suits for you. Question you sort it out on the spot. Your subject media resources has an assignment, midterm test, and a final exam, which is not going to be hard. As I can remember, nobody has failed last year, but more than 99% of the students passed this subject. So it is easy, but it is technical related, focusing on education, right? We are not going to discuss or ask any deep technical questions in the exam, right? You just need to have the technical understanding of education sector. That is the main goal of this subject, right? So throughout the entire subject, we are going to discuss about different type of technologies, different type of platforms, mostly focused on education, right? Because technical it's a very broad area, but we are focusing and narrow it down to the education sector because this is where you guys are in. As I've heard in this batch as well, most of you guys are teachers, right? Most of you guys are English teachers, as I guess. So you guys are in the same category, so it is easy for me to tailor the course as well. Before starting the subject, do you guys have any questions for me? Any questions, about me or about the subject? Anything? Any questions, guys? Also, after every lecture, I'm going to send you the PowerPoint presentations to you. You guys tell me, shall I send it to your coordinator, or if you guys can create a WhatsApp group or something, I can directly upload it to that. Ogolonta feasible with before end of the lecture, so I can send them. Right? You don't need to write everything on the lecture slides because I'm going to give you everything, right? Every little document that I teach in the classroom. Extra you write it as you wish, right? Lecture slides it's a waste of time. Anything else, guys, before starting? Sometimes I really apologize for this. Sometimes your lectures may get cancelled because of my flying. The lecturing the roster is clashing sometimes with your lectures. I will inform in upper hand by some cancellations and need a TMR, right? So please expect that. But I'm definitely going to finish the lectures before your examinations, right? Way before the examination. Any questions, guys? Anything before starting?
So no questions, but the other lecturers, what they do is they give the notes to the coordinator so they can upload it to the Google Classroom.
Sure, no problem. I can do that as well. Right. If you guys have any questions regarding any technical matter or anything that we discuss in the classroom, I will send my mobile number in the chat. Question you just contact me and ask. I won't be able to reply on the spot, but I will definitely get back to you soon as possible. Right? මම ෆෝන් නම්බර් එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ WhatsApp එකට. Sorry, මේ ගොන chat එකට Zoom එකේ. So if you guys have any questions regarding anything, just call me or drop me a message, right? So let's move on to our first chapter. Can you guys see the shared screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm saying again, if you guys have any questions, like please raise your hand or hand raise just ask, right? Or send a direct message. Just speak up, right? You can interrupt the lecture anytime. So our first chapter is going to be about e-learning, right? Can someone tell me what is meant by e-learning? මොකද්ද මේ e-learning කියලා කියන්නේ? What is meant by e-learning?
Electronic learning.
Electronic learning. Okay. What does it cover? What does it do?
It's actually a way of delivering and learning and conducting training through digital resources. Sorry.
Yes, good. E-learning, or we call it electronic learning, is the delivery of learning and training through digital resources, right? We're using digital resources for e-learning. So in our first chapter, we are going to discuss about what is e-learning and what are the advantages and disadvantages of e-learning, right? Because throughout our entire course module, we are going to discuss mainly about electronic platforms. So it is better to have an understanding whether this is good or not, right? And we are going to learn some platforms as well. So e-learning, there is a famous quote about e-learning. This was said by one of the famous CEOs in the world. Cisco Systems is one of the best and the biggest computer networking firm in the world. These CEOs or these persons are in the forefront of the IT industry. They are in the leading sector, leading side of the research industry, right? So once he said, there are two great equalizers in life, internet and education. By combining two, e-learning will be great equalizer in the next century. By eliminating the barriers of time, distance, and socio-economic status, individuals can now take charge of their own lifelong learning. Right. So at this moment, right, at this very moment, this quote is very true. right? What we are doing right now is also e-learning, right? You guys are connected with electronic devices. You guys are using internet as a communication medium, and we are having live lectures, right? And the geographical problems are eliminated, right? Because I am in somewhere else, right? Currently, I'm in Kandy now, but sometimes I'm in another country, but I'm conducting lectures. You guys are in another location, but the location does not matter anymore, right? Because with these electronic platforms that we have nowadays, the distance of time, the time does not matter. If we want to conduct a lecture at the midnight, right, we can do that. If you want to conduct a lecture at the dawn or dusk, right, you can do that, right? So we have that facility nowadays, right? So internet and education plays a huge role in the education nowadays. We can remember, if you guys can remember correctly, 10 to 15 years ago, even though we had video conferencing abilities with Skype and MSN Messenger, ඔගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති මේ 2010 වගේ කාලවල වෙනකොට Skype වගේ technologies තිබ්බා. But there is no way that we can conduct lectures like this, because it's not only about the platform, right? You need to have the devices, you need to have an internet connection, moreover, you need to have a faster internet connection. Internet thing by Kale, but it is not fast enough for a video conferencing call like this, right? So we were growing little by little, but in 2019, after the COVID pandemic hits the entire world, the technological improvements or technological advancements expedited, right? We were forcefully moved towards using these technology, right? So thanks to that, you guys are now doing your degree program 100% online. So you guys can get a foreign university degree, right? So think about this. Your lecture is somewhere else. You guys are somewhere else. Your institution is somewhere else, and your mother university is somewhere else. But still, with the help of these little technologies that we have today, you guys can complete a degree program, master's program, and a PhD as well, right? So this quote is true to the best, right? When it comes to these technological improvements, I was teaching this subject now for nearly 3 to 4 years in Lincoln University. Even though we still teach the same subject, but the technology has changed drastically over the past few years. As a simple example, in 2023 and 2024 now, artificial intelligence has a great impact on the technological side, right? It has a great impact. As a simple example, ChatGPT. I hope you guys are using ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT වගේ හරි basic AI එකක්. ChatGPT එකත් ලොකු ගොඩාක්ම advanced AI එකක් නෙමෙයි, the AIs that we have today. But ChatGPT is very good, right? But with the technologies like that, think about how the education sector is going to change within the next 3 to 4 years. And think about the upcoming advancements of artificial intelligence and how it is going to change the entire education sector, right? It is going to change the entire world, definitely. Since we are talking about the education industry, think about how AI can impact these very same things that we do, right? එනිසා මීට අවුරුදු කීපයකට කලින් උගන්වපු media resources උයි අද වෙද්දී උගන්වන media resources උයි ටිකක් වෙනස්, right? I hope you guys can understand, because technology has taken a big step with the artificial intelligence, right? Before going on to that topic, AI ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරනවා when it comes to education, because that is the latest technologies in education sector. Do you guys believe that artificial intelligence can replace a teacher? What do you think? What is your idea?
It can replace the teacher for a certain extent if you are talking about teaching only regarding the subject content. But the emotional factor, I don't think that can be replaced by AI.
Do you think only a human can teach about emotional factors?
Being empathetic towards students and being there physically, sometimes children needs physically, like someone to be there physically to support them in their certain problems, if you are talking about the classroom scenario. So I don't think in that case AI would do a good job in that, unless they can develop emotional awareness in AI.
Right, believe it or not, emotional awareness has already developed in artificial intelligence. I will show you a sample as well, right? That is why I told, please keep updated with the technologies, right? That technology was recently released to the world. Now, believe it or not, there are AIs that can sense, that can feel, that can hear, and that can see. A සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් පංචේන්ද්‍රයන් හැමදේටම දැනෙන දේවල් ග්‍රහණය කරගන්න පුළුවන් AI එකක් තියෙනවා. Go to Google and search the Google.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
But there is something issues regarding that the students and teachers, interaction there. So the AI is, I think that that programs is earning so that they already programmed. So I think there is some issues that regarding the students and teacher interaction in the classroom when we using it.
AIs are not already programmed. That is what we call bots. AIs can understand the natural language. That means the language that we talk or speak or write. Example like the difference between this is the latest release of AI, Google Gemini. Or search I will show. I will. Body example like simple example like the difference between computer coding or a computer program and an AI is the AI can understand the true depth of the words that we speak. Example like I'm talking with Buddhini. Right? Mama, hello, how are you? Right? It's just a sentence, right? Hello, how are you? Word sentence ඉස්සර කම්පියුටර්ස් වලට අයිඩෙන්ටිෆයි කරගන්න පුළුවන් hello how are you කියන වචන තුන වෙන වෙනම අඳුර ගන්නත් පුළුවන් hello how are you කියන එක කන්වර්ට් කරලා ඒ වචනේ තේරුම අඳුර ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. But now the AIs can understand hello how are you කියන එක කිව්වම AI එකට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් හරි මේක දෙන්නෙක් අතර වෙන කන්වර්සේෂන්. එහෙනම් දෙන්නෙක්ට හෝ වැඩි පුද්ගලයෝ ප්‍රමාණයක් මේක අතර ඉන්න පුළුවන්. මම මේ කාගේ හරි කොහොමද කියන එක ගැන තමයි අහන්නේ ඒක ෆීලිං එකක් ගන්නට වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් මම කතා කරපු දෙයක් ගැන ඒක වැටෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. අන්න ඒ වගේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ හැම ඉන් ඩීටේල් humans ලා විදියට අපි කරන්නේ දේවල් දැන් කම්පියුටර් එකට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. That is the difference between AI. Right? It can understand the depth of the word. It can understand අපි sympathetic දෙයක් කිව්වොත් ඉස්සර කම්පියුටර්ස් වලට පුළුවන් sympathetic දෙය කන්වර්ට් කරලා ඒකේ meaning එක ගන්න විතරයි. හැබැයි ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. You cannot feel that, but the AIs can feel that. Right? Or ChatGPT AIs වලට feeling කියන එක නැහැ, but AIs like Google Gemini, they can hear, they can sense, and they can feel as well. And they can give emotional reactions as well. And still this is in the early stage. මේ වගේ එකක් develop වුණා කියලා කියන්නේ within next 5 years you will be getting a premier product out of it. Right? When it comes to artificial intelligence, believe it or not, right? AI, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. There are 3 categories. Artificial intelligence කියලා කියන්නේ ඔය සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි පාවිච්චි කරන chat GPT වගේ basic GPT models. Right? We can ask from anything. Now you guys know you guys can do an assignment with the ChatGPT, right? Simply assignment text copy kara, you guys can get the answer within matter of seconds, right? Your GPT models, right? They can understand the context, right? Simple example amma කියලා දෙනවා මේවා කරන්න යන්න එපා exam වල ගිහිල්ලා, right? You write it by your own. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට assignment එකක් ලියා ගන්න ඕන නම් ChatGPT එකේ you don't just copy and paste it, right? A reason එක තමයි if you copy and paste it, he will write it. So okay, you will get the assignment done or the whatever the thing that you want to be done. එහෙම නැතුව if you give the specific instructions, ඉතින් I'm a ඉතින් අපි ChatGPT එකට දුන්නොත් act as a bachelor in education student and my current program is this, right? This is a midterm examination which I need answers for this. And in detail answer request the answer is going to be different, right? Generalized answer he is going to write a tailored answer for you, right? Let's say you want to write an email for someone, right? You can simply go to ChatGPT and write one, right? In a matter of seconds. Email email. But if you write it, let's say you are a company head, you're writing for your sales manager, right? Requesting something. Generally, you requesting something, I need this is still input. But if you give the specific input, I'm the GM, I'm sending to the sales manager in this division, this department. The more you give the information to the AI can understand the deep meaning of it. That is the difference. Right? What examples are ChatGPT wage GPT models. Right? GPT natam Bard, Google Bard kelega. Basic AI generator. Then we have artificial general intelligence, which is now falling into this, the Google Gemini. මේ වගේ projects ගොඩක් තියෙනවා මේගොල්ලෝ තමයි market එකට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම release කරේ. Artificial general intelligence means the AI can coexist with the human. The AI can do whatever the humans can do. Believe it or not, the scientist has predicted that by the next 10 to 15 years, the most patient teacher or the lecturer is going to be AI. And the jobs of the teaching is going to be replaced maximum within 20 years. Reason is the AI is a very patient tutor. Right? AI can teach everything, not only one subject. Right? And you can ask and ask and ask and revise anything as you want. Right? There are arguable things, right? Emotional, empathetic, they were activities, life but the main sector of teaching is not that. Teaching will be main point with hitters and money you're teaching for your student, right? The subject matter, right? Subject matter narrow down karo. Now it can be done very efficiently by the artificial intelligence. Right? If we go to artificial super intelligence, this means Meganan Tharma not existed in the level. I don't know. Artificial super intelligence means it is way smarter than humans. Right? That means you can do so much of stuff. So it is still arguable, right? I mean, but the thing is, did you ever thought computer technology 20 years ago?
No.
We never thought that, right? You guys can simply learn from your mobile phone. You don't even need a laptop nowadays. If you have a smartphone, you can simply log into your internet, right? Headset when you are traveling, you can learn. You guys can take a degree from a foreign university for free nowadays. You have the capability. If you want to follow a certificate course, go to a website, register, you do the course, you get the certificate, you add to your LinkedIn profile. It's all done. You don't need infrastructure, you don't need teachers. AI will replace කරන්න බැහැ කියන එකට ලොකුම example එකක් තමයි the online education platforms that are developing. Those are not AIs, but still people can learn and they get their qualification. Right? So still we are in the front අපි තාම අතට කතා කරන්න ගියේ නැහැ. I hope you get the picture. ඔගොල්ලොත් මේක රිසර්ච් කරලා බලන්න. මමත් ඔය ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ රිසර්ච් පැත්තේ ඉන්නකොටත් මම දකින්න දේවල් හැමතිස්සෙම ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක ෂෙයා කරන්න. It is changing, right? Technologies are changing every day, every moment, right? So please keep up to date with the technology. Otherwise, you will be left out from the market very soon, right? අනිත් එක තමයි මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දකින දෙයක් තමයි I'm in your final year projects evaluations, proposals and finals. I'm in your masters evaluations and finals. ගොඩක් students ලා කරන දෙයක් තමයි research කරනවා ගොඩක් students ලා. And it is very sad to see that students are thinking that the platforms like Zoom and Teams are the best online teaching technologies that we have. And it is not. There are so much more. Make a communication mode විතරයි. It helps us a lot. හැබැයි ඊට වඩා ගොඩාක් දේවල් තියෙනවා කරන්න. Right? We are going to discuss those things as well. Right? Let's move on and see. So what are the benefits of e-learning? Right? We have a variety of programs. Self-paced learning is there. The comfort is there, of course. Right? It is very comfortable to learn from your home. Right? You don't need to go to the university. Right? උදේම නැගිටගෙන ආරගෙන අඳගෙන මේකක් දාගෙන එන්න කවුරුද වෙන්නේ? When you go to the university, if you want to drive, right, it will cost you a lot. මම නම් කැමතිව නැති වැඩ. Right? So you have the comfort. You guys can learn from your home. ගෙදර ඉන්න ගමන් වැඩක් කරන ගමන්, right? You can simply listen to the lectures. Right? That is why these technologies are for. Right? When technology එක තියෙද්දී අපිට expect කරන්න බෑ ඕලෝ laptop එකේ ඉස්සරහම ඉඳගෙන මේක කරයි කියලා. So maybe you are traveling, maybe you are doing something else, but if you are listening to the lectures, right, it's okay. Right? Then ChatGPT වගේ technology එකක් world එකට ආවට පස්සේ I cannot say that, please don't use that කියලා students. I never say that. It is a very advanced technology and please use it. ඒක හරියට calculator එක තියෙනකොට අතින් ගණන් හදන්න කියනවා වගේ බෝඩ් වැඩක්. You don't do that. You know the basics, but you have the technology, so your base or the fundamentals is going to be very up in standard. හිතන්නකෝ අපි අපේ life එක පටන් ගන්න කාලේ වෙනකොට we didn't have technologies like that, but the kids who are getting born nowadays, ඒගොල්ලෝ පටන් ගන්න very advanced AI platforms වලින්. So think about their end life, where they can go, where they can achieve in their lifetime. Right? So use those technologies. Example to copy කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න එපා currently. But the thing is, what I believe is universities have to now change the way the examinations are given. Right? අපිට ChatGPT වගේ platforms change කරන්න බෑ. We need to change how we give the education questions and everything, exam papers and everything. Right? So it's lowering cost. But lowering cost it is kind of an arguable factor, right? Someone can say, how can the e-learning be lowering cost? Because you have to purchase devices, you need to purchase a smartphone, at least a laptop, and you need to have internet connection. And the internet connection data is going to be costly, right? It is totally true, right? Well, lower cost with the time. Right? When you purchase a laptop or a device, you can use it for at least 5 to 10 years, right? 5 to 10 years, nothing. At least 5 years without any hassle, right? Let's say your school is creating a computer laboratory. What infrastructure is called a computer lab. Right, the initial cost will be high. I agree that the infrastructure is going to cost. You need laptops, you need the internet connectivity. But after you build the computer lab, you can use it for 10 to 15 years for sure. The thousands and thousands of students are going to be using it. So that is how the cost is going to be lowered, right? We are not talking about the initial cost, right? We are talking about the cost with time. Right? Then currently think about your situation. Let's say if you guys needed to attend the university premises every day, it is going to cost you as well. Right? Clothing will cost, your food cost, transportation cost is there. Right? So traveling expenses nowadays is very high. So it is better to learn from home. So you better have the opportunity and you get the low cost and the comfort as well. And the career advancements are also there with the e-learning. So advantages of e-learning. E-learning is more cost saving and cost effective, as I said before. Simple example, look at this graph, right? When it comes to traditional learning, you can see the graph is almost flat. Make a right? Don't get the idea about that. The cost is almost same. Right? When it comes to traditional learning, you go to the school, you have the school infrastructure built, right? Syllabus you get the same textbook, right? The cost is almost same per student for teaching, right? But when it comes to the e-learning, as I said, the initial cost is going to be high, and there is going to be a big difference between cost and initially. But with time, it is a declining curve, right? This is how the relative cost is going to be when it comes to traditional and e-learning, right? When you're going to register for a course, so when you're doing some course like this, right, I had to purchase this, make a laptop, but it is an investment for you, right? Laptop from the phone, it is going to help you with many things, not only to log into Zoom and do the lectures, right? Zoom it is going to help you a lot. Any questions, guys, up to here? Or any ideas to share? Any questions, guys? Anything? If not, let's move on. So the advantages of e-learning, let's discuss some advantages. It diminishes problems related to in-classroom teaching and audience. Learning time is reduced. What do you mean by learning time is reduced? An average of 40 to 60%. What do you mean by learning time is reduced?
Sometimes you don't need to copy down the content because in the classroom, under the traditional classroom scenario, we have to allow students to write the notes down and copy the things. So that time can be reduced because we can provide the material.
Yes, of course, right? You don't need to write and everything, right? As an example, at the end of the lecture, I'm going to give you these lecture slides, right? You don't need to write and everything. Right? A classroom environment, you're spending a lot of time for the writing. Right? Godak deval liyan karanda, anda karanda, you have time to waste karna godak lao. Right? Sometimes people think that writing and drawing stuff is going to teach you a lot, right? Technologies, right? There are so many things that we are missing in our country, right? Learning time is reduced, increased retention and application to the job averages increased by 25% over traditional methods. Expert knowledge is communicated. What do you mean by expert knowledge is communicated? Let's say when I'm doing the lecture, if you guys ask me a question and I don't know the answer for it because I don't know everything, right? But what I can do is I can call someone, I can join someone to the lecture, right? And discuss what you guys want, right? Facilities then. Let's say if you create a WhatsApp group, right? Learning communities have an IBM, right? You share stuff, you discuss stuff, right? The knowledge is communicated, right? If you don't know something, right, you ask your friend will teach you how to do that, right? So expert knowledge is communicated, but more importantly captured with good e-learning and knowledge management systems. Access by learners to teachers and resources worldwide, right? This is a very important one. Access by learners to teachers and resources worldwide. Now you guys can search anything in the internet at any given moment, right? If you think, right, this is not true, right? I want to search it. You guys can go to Google and search it, whether what I'm telling is true or not. Right? You have that capability nowadays. As an example, 10 to 15 years ago, right, decades ago, a student connect a question out in the Friday evening or the Friday night, right? You have to wait until the Monday morning, until he goes to the school and meet his teacher, or go to the library and search for the answer. Do we have that problem right now? No, you don't. If you get a question or if you want to search something in the middle of the night, simply you get your mobile phone, go to Google or YouTube or whatever the platform, you search it and you find your answer on the spot within a matter of seconds. Right? Your answer, your knowledge is few clicks away from you. Right now you have the ChatGPT, way more advanced than Google currently. ChatGPT, that Google again, research karala, links open karagena, you have to search them. Right? It was a link it will consume some time. But now if you directly ask your question from ChatGPT, he will directly link you to the answer and give you the links to search. He will point out you directly to the spot. Right now you can download the ChatGPT app to your mobile phone. You don't need the web. Go ahead, phone now you can search and get the information that you want. If you want to learn something, teaching, bachelor in education, I want to learn about fashion. I want to be a fashion designer. I just want to learn about fashion. You don't need courses for that. You don't need universities nowadays. Universities own name, you can learn that. So simply go to YouTube. There are so many channels. Freely. The most important part is it is free. Right? As an example, I don't know. Another example I will show you. I don't know whether you guys are aware about this website. Can you guys see the web browser of mine?
Yes, sir.
Right. Go to Coursera.
Yes, sir.
www.coursera.org. This is a US-based massive open online course provider founded in 2012. Right? Make a look at the other way the Lokuma online degree awarding platform. It's not only degrees, degree, masters, PhDs, certificates, everything. Right? And you guys can learn so many things for free as well. So many things for free. Right? Let's say if you want to learn something about English, Most of you guys are English teachers, right? Let's say if you want to learn about English under the category, go there and search it. But no, we're not depending on the courses that are available currently. Right? You guys can filter from here, right? Whether you filter කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්නේ 2-hour course එකක්ද 1 to 4 weeks course එකක්ද 1 to 3 months course එකක්ද, right? Let's say if you want to do this one, you go inside. Right, මේකට ගියාම you will have the information. This degree was awarded by the University of Washington, one of the leading universities, and you can enroll for free. Right? You can see the outcomes, you can see the coursework, right? මෙතන coursework එක in detail බලන්න පුළුවන් මොනවද මේක උගන්වන්නේ, right? Point by point. Course objectives here. Right? Everything. And the student testimonials who have completed the course. Right? It is an immediate level 1. You can finish it within 3 months. 3 months only finish 10 hours per week. It is a very flexible schedule. මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එක දිගට කරොත් දවස් 3-4 ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ 3 months. And you can get a valid certificate from the University of Washington for free. ඉස්සර මේවා කරන්න අපිට opportunity එක තිබ්බේ නැහැ. If you want to study abroad, you have to go abroad. It is going to cost you a lot, right? මෙතන කියොත් මේ මම මේ එක example එක පෙන්නන්නේ, there are so many categories in here, right? මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට related එකක් පෙන්නනවා. Let's say if you want to learn about English for career development, right? This was offered by University of Pennsylvania, right? Currently, 2.3 million students have done this course, already enrolled for this one, right? 2.3 million. ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ lecture panel එක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්, කවුද උගන්වන්නේ, modules, right? After completing the course, right? මේක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන video series එකක් තියෙනවා. Videos, you have to watch the videos. The lectures are doing the lectures in there. The videos, reading materials, after end of the course, you have a small quiz, right? It can depend හැම එකකම සමහරක් ඔය quiz දෙක තුනක් තියෙනවා, සමහරක් ඔය quiz එකක් තියෙනවා, දෙකක් තියෙනවා. It depends on the course strength. After completing that, you can get a valid degree. Then මෙතන මේ මගේ profile එක මම තියෙන්නේ. To go to the accomplishments, you will be getting a certificate from them, right? මේකට ගියාම මෙතන පෙන්නනවා අපි කරපු දේවල්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පෙන්නයි මෙතන කරපු දේවල්. Go inside. You will be getting a certificate like this for yourself. You can simply download the certificate and you can simply add this certificate to your LinkedIn profile as well. Directly over the LinkedIn profile. So why don't you use these technologies? Right? Technical advancements are Zoom, Microsoft Teams, right? That is only a one way of doing that. It's just one way, right? And do you guys know you guys can get a free certificate from Harvard University? Go to Harvard University, free online courses. This may be the link, this one. Yes, this one. You have free courses done by Harvard University in different categories, right? You guys can see this is for programming, this is for humanities, this is for business course, right? Computer science, this is social science, this is social science, this is social science, computer science, right? Humanities. The course is free and it is available now, right? And you guys can get a free certificate from Harvard. As we know, Harvard is the #1 university in the world for many years. මම මේ අවුරුද්ද නම් කොහොමද කියලා but පළවෙනි 1 2 3 4 5 4 තියෙන university. Harvard. So you guys can get a certificate, not a degree, but a certificate, a valid certificate from that university. So why don't you use that opportunity? Right? It's not always about using online platforms or Facebook or WhatsApp or Google Classroom. There's so much more. Right? You can get certificates from largest corporations, biggest companies. It will offer it will add a huge value to your portfolio. Right? That is what I meant by access by learners, teachers, and resources worldwide. Worldwide meaning. That is the true meaning of worldwide. You can, if you want to do a degree in USA, if you want to do a certificate in Australia, you can get it done from here. Okay, free courses. There are so many more. Free product. Right? And immediate access to the information. It's true. Then you guys have immediate access to the information at any time, anywhere. Right? You go to Google, you search it, you find your answer. Right? You don't need to ask from a lecture even. You guys can learn the entire media resources subject via online. You don't need a lecture. Sometimes the videos that are in YouTube are way better than what I'm teaching here. I have to agree with that. That is how it's happening. More YouTube, very clear explanation videos. As another example, then appear Coursera websites that is worldwide, right? There are platforms in Sri Lanka as well. Right? Mamme kawat promote karnawa kisima deyak neme. First I have to tell you that because it is going to be a problem if not. Kisima kenek promote karnawa kisima namak promote karnawa neme. But I don't know whether you guys have heard about the DP education platform in YouTube. It is owned by Dhammika Perera. It is a very good channel. We have to admit that. This channel product use karla balanna. It's totally free. Right? Because these guys are politicians and now they are coming to the political involved. We are not promoting anyone or anything, but the platform is very good. If you guys are planning to open your own platform, you can get so many ideas out of it. Because they are doing it very neatly and very up to the standards, how they teach, how they organize the lessons and everything. Right? You don't have to go worldwide universities. You have now in Sri Lanka. So I don't like to comment much on that. DP coding, right? If students are interested in learning about coding, or DP education platform, DP coding university, you guys can learn about coding and get a expert knowledge on the knowledge. I don't know whether it is up to the degree standards, but as I have heard, it is a good one. So why don't you use that? They were free resources. These technologies, these resources are just few clicks away from you. What is that? Type in Coursera.org. You go to the website, you enroll it. Right, and then phone Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you do. You go through one video in one course. That is what you call the advantages of e-learning. Right? Advantages of e-learning chuti deval narrow down by this They're way big. Right? Any questions up to now, guys? Anything? Any questions, guys? කතා කරන්න ඕගොල්ලෝගේ engagement එක ගොඩක් වැදගත්. And one more thing before I'm moving forward. Is the way I'm teaching okay for you guys? මම මේ උගන්වන විදිය ඕගොල්ලන්ට okayද? Do I have to change? Any suggestions?
No, sir, it's fine. Good.
It's fine,
actually.
sir. It's very good.
Right. Let's move on. The advantages of e-learning. Self-pacing is there. Users learn at their own pace. Learners can control what to learn, when to learn, where to learn, and how to learn. Right? Currently, you guys are doing that as well. Right? You guys have decided what to learn. I'm going to do this degree program. Right? Few decades ago, we didn't have that option. University, you only had few options, few disciplines to go. Only disciplines let's say as if you go to the engineering faculty, there were few disciplines: electrical, electronics, civil, mechanical, production, computer. But now there are so many more opportunities, so many more, so much more. Disciplines are aerospace, marine, chemical engineering, ocean engineering, mining, computer, then good sectors, engineering, information technology, information website development, user interface, user experience design. Right? You can now choose what to learn. Right? You're not now caged down to one sector. And you're the one who is deciding when to learn. Right? Let's say you guys cannot attend the lecture today. Right? It is not the end of the world. You guys can simply watch the video. The video, it's up to you. It's up to you. And where to learn, right? How to learn is totally up to you. The control has taken totally. It reduces stress and increases satisfaction. You can revise a topic as many times, fast or slow, as you like, until you understand it. Right? You can revise topic as many times as you want. Video king balwot post karla balanna puluwan, aaya balanna puluwan, therum naththam back karla balanna puluwan. Right? You have the ability now. Right? And you have the on-demand availability to enable students to complete training conveniently at off hours or from home. Like අපිට නිවාඩු දවසක් තිබ්බොත් ඒකේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. වැඩ කරලා ඉවර වෙලා හවසට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? You guys know how convenient these things are. Right? Interactivity engages users, pushing them rather than pulling them through the training. Right? Advantages na ගොඩක් තියෙනවා කතා කරන්න. Let's see, let's discuss few. E-learning encourages students to take personal responsibility for their own learning. Make a advantage එකක් වගේම disadvantage එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක මගේ නම් idea එක. I don't know what you guys think. E-learning encourages students to take personal responsibility for their own learning, right? It is true. You guys can take your own responsibility, right? If you succeed, it is good. What happens if you fail in the process? There might be a chance the students student or students will never believe in this process again. Right? මේ process එකේ තනියම කරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා මේක කරගන්න බැරි වුණොත් එකකින් there might be a chance that they will think that this is not going to work for rest of me. ඒ නිසා එහෙම arguable පැත්තකුත් තියෙනවා. Taking personal responsibility for their own. දැන් teacher කෙනෙක් හරි කවුරු හරි guide කෙනෙක් ඉන්නකොට the teacher is not going to take the responsibility, but the teacher can guide you. Right? අන්න ඒ වගේ පැතිත් තියෙනවා. Empower students to be accountable for their own study. Help students to develop skills for self-directed learning. Right? It is true. So many skills are developed in the process. Right? My process එකේ ගොඩක් දේවල් automatically develop වෙනවා. Right. Training occurs in small parcels, programmed instruction approach. අතරම මේ small parcels කියලා කියන්නේ programmed instruction approaches කියලා කියන්නේ right. When you're conducting an online lecture, it is a little bit different than a traditional one. Right? You have to prepare the materials for it. Right? අපි classroom එකට ඉඳලා කරන presentation එකයි මේ presentation එකයි වෙනස්. It is different because when you're engaging with the students, it's totally different scenario. It's a different environment. By totally online, as an example, I can't see you guys. I don't see your faces. I don't see your expressions. I don't know whether you guys are getting what I'm saying. Do you guys have any questions? Right? That is an advantage of a disadvantage factor. Right? That is why we need programmed instruction approaches. Right? You need to put the information to the totally online environments. Right? When learners succeed, it builds self-knowledge and self-confidence in them. Sometimes this can be a problem. Yes, it is true. If you succeed, it will build self-confidence. But what will happen if you do not succeed? It's a problem. Developing skills and confidence in handling difficult tasks and problem solving. Right? Okay, good. Develop skills building argument. It is true in here as well. Right. Guys, any questions up to here? Starting from AIs to the general AIs to the advantages up to here. Anything? Right. If not, I think we can have a small break now. Body break discuss. Have a break and come back. 10 to 15 minutes maximum. 10 minutes maximum.
Okay, sir.
So we were discussing about the advantages of e-learning, and one is flexibility, right? Flexibility කියන එකත් ඔය අපි කතා කරා දැන් කතා කරපු categories ගොඩක් කියවට වැටුණා. The e-learning has the advantage of taking classes anytime, anywhere. E-learning delivers teaching materials and learning activities in flexible formats. This, of course, right? ඔයගොල්ලන්ට presentation slides වලින් නැත්නම් PowerPoints වලින් PDFs වලින්, right? You guys can open it in any device nowadays, right? Laptop එකක් ඕනේ, you guys can watch it from phone. Flexible formats are there and potential to develop tailored personalized learning resources, right? Right, there is a question. All right, මට ඒ වෙලාවේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට පෙන්නන්න බැරුණා about the Google Gemini, the newest AI. I will show it to you. This is a demonstration video of that AI. Since this is still the introductory stage of this AIs, right? If this is the introductory stage, with the computing power and the computer advancements that we are having nowadays, there are so much.
You have not shared.
Yeah, I will share it. I will share it. මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ YouTube එකේ හොයාගන්න තියෙනවා ඊළඟ බලන්න in the channel. Right, බලලා ඉන්නකෝ I will, so you guys can have an idea about what this AI is capable of.
That's an idea. Let's start. All right, testing Gemini. Here we go. Tell me what you see.
I see you placing a piece of paper on the table. I see a squiggly line.
What about now?
The contour lines are smooth and flowing, with no sharp angles or jagged edges. It looks like a bird to me.
What if I add this?
The bird is swimming in the water. It has a long neck and beak. It is a duck.
Yes.
A duck is a type of waterfowl in the family Anatidae. Ducks are closely related to geese and swans. The duck appears to be blue. This is not a common color for ducks. However, there are some breeds of blue ducks. These are typically not as common as other duck breeds. It is more common for ducks to be brown, black, or white.
Are you sure?
What the quack? I was just talking about a blue duck, and now you're holding one. It looks like blue ducks are more common than I thought.
Would this float?
I'm not sure what material it's made of, but it looks like it might be rubber or plastic.
What if I tell you it's making a squeaking sound?
Oh, if it's squeaking, it's definitely going to float.
Nice.
It is a rubber duck. It is made of a material that is less dense than water.
Can you teach me how to say this in a different language? And give me a few options. Ooh, can you explain how to pronounce the Mandarin one? Is it Yazi?
Yazi is pronounced with the first tone. In Mandarin, there are 4 tones, which are essential to distinguish the meaning of words. The first tone is a high, level tone.
Oh, okay.
The duck is in the middle of the ocean. There is no land nearby for the duck to rest or find food. It is unlikely to find ducks here naturally.
Okay, based on what you see, come up with a game idea. Oh, and use emojis, please.
How about this? We can play a game called Guess the Country.
Sure, let's do it.
Clue 1. This country is the home of the kangaroo. the koala, and the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, that's easy.
Clue 2. This country loves football and has won the most men's World Cups in football history. You are trying to get me to find the paper ball under the cup. I accept the challenge. The cup to the left.
Nice.
I know what you're doing. You're playing rock, paper, scissors.
What do you see now?
The fingers are spread out to look like the wings of a butterfly.
What's this?
Big ear and barking mouth. A dog.
Sweet.
The coin should be under the right hand.
I don't know.
The coin is in the left hand using a sleight of hand technique to make it appear as if the coin has disappeared. Both objects are round and flat.
There you go.
Both are food. The orange is a healthier choice than the cookie. Citrus can be calming and so can the spin of the fidget toy. They are both examples of popular toys that have been enjoyed by children and adults alike for many years.
Give me some ideas for what I could make with this.
I see pink and green yarn. How about a dragon fruit? Or how about a green cake with a pink heart?
Okay, how about these colors? And maybe show me some animals.
Okay, now I see blue and pink yarn. How about a pig with blue ears? Or an octopus? Or a bunny with a pink nose?
Ooh, I'll keep those in mind. Which way should the duck go?
Going left leads to a duck, which is a friend. Going right leads to a bear, which is a foe. It is better to make friends than foes, so the duck should go left.
Smart choice.
This is a picture of a crab.
That's right. Is this the right order?
No, the correct order is Sun, Earth, Saturn.
Based on their design, which of these would go faster?
The car on the right would be faster. It is more aerodynamic.
Which looks more fun?
The one on the right, because it has a loop.
What do you think this person might be saying?
How about a woohoo?
Ooh, I love that.
I see you're drawing a guitar. You've added an amp. Now it's an electric guitar. We can make some seriously loud music now. Given that you added drums, how about some 80s hair metal? Alright, I see you've added a palm tree to the drawing. Change it up with some beachy vibes.
What movie are they acting out here?
I think they are acting out the famous bullet time scene from The Matrix.
Ooh, nice. What do you think might happen next?
The cat is going to jump to the wall and stick the landing. It's going to be a perfect 10. Oh, and it's a miss. It looks like it was just a little too far away, but don't worry. The cat is a natural athlete and it will be back up there in no time.
Okay, I've got one more for you. Describe the drawing I made.
It is a simple line drawing of the constellation Gemini. You did a good job of capturing the beauty of Gemini.
Nice. That's it. I think we're done.
Right. Now you guys can see what is that AI is capable of doing, right? He responds to everything that sees and everything that hears, right? Just through a camera and a microphone. Right? He done samanning that the normal computers cannot understand those stuff. More the drawings api mean karna deval. So this is the beginning of the artificial general intelligence. So think about how it will turn out in the next coming years. He can see, he can decide, he can take logical decisions, right, based on what humans do in day to day. And hand drawings, hand emotions. Simple example like ඕක සාමාන්‍ය කම්පියුටර් එකට හිතන්න අපි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරේ නැත්නම් බෑ. but ඒකේ context එක කියන deep ගොඩක් දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ බයා කෙනෙක් ගාවට ගියොත් මේක harmful දෙයක් ඩාක්ටර් මැරෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔයා ඩාක්ටර් කන්න පුළුවන් ඔය හැමදේම දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ and you have to take the decision by seeing the object, right? So that is what is different from general computer programming to artificial intelligence. That is what humans do. අපි කරන්නේ එහෙම තමයි. අපි ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා වෙන වෙනම and we take the decision like that. Right? Any questions, guys, from that part? So rethink again. If the beginning of artificial general intelligence is going to be like this, maybe in the next 10 to 15 years, teachers can be replaced. Right? ඔය විදිහට respond කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඔය විදිහට කියලා දෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නම් right? And if the beginning is this much advanced, think about how it is going to be turning out. Right? අපි කියන්න බෑ 100%, but maybe. Right? So advantages of e-learning. E-learning offers individualized instructions which print media cannot provide. And instructor-led courses allow clumsily and get a greater cost at a greater cost. In conjunction with assessing needs, e-learning can target specific needs as well. That is why I'm also using different kind of teaching techniques. Slides, I'm teaching sometimes with the video, sometimes with demonstrations, right? Because those things are going to tailor different categories of you. Right? So that opportunity is there. Information can be displayed in a need to know basis. Right? Need to know basis. Proof of completion and certification. Essential elements of training initiatives can be automated. Then make an example for this, the proof of completion and certification. Everything can be done in that website. Coursera.org. Right? Everything is automated, right? You go, you create your account, you select the subject that you want, right? The videos are there, you watch whenever you want, right? And you will be getting the quiz. You can answer the quiz whenever you want, to finish the course whenever you want. And finally, you will be getting a certificate, fully automated, to your profile's name. And you can simply add it to your digital profiles like LinkedIn as well. And the entire process is automated. The entire process. Involvement. By e-learning, measurable assessments can be created. It's true. Measurable assessments are there. Users get certificates for their learning, not for their attendance in the training session. This is very important. Important factor. Not for the attendance. Right? That lecturing session in an hour. Attendance is a good thing. Attend una you are learning it. Right? But in a totally automated environment, when you do stuff, you pass. If not, you fail the entire course. Right? Scenario when it comes to e-learning automated platforms. Right? Sorry. Right. Collaboration and teamwork is there. Making learning communities. Simple example like Google Classroom, even a simple WhatsApp group, a simple Facebook group is a learning community. Right? You share stuff, you share details, you share PDF, video, you share it. Among students are share especially with the engineering students. Latest advancement we share it among students. Right? Because so everyone get educated and everyone knows now this technology exists in the world. It is very important. technology එක තියනවා කියන එක හරිය අඩුම තරමේ අපි දානවා. Efficiency gain through shared endeavor. Teamwork is very important and it can be done easily via the technological equipments and technologies that we have. It accommodates different types of learning styles, as I said before, by using style tests. E-learning can locate and target individual learning. If you like to learn from videos, right, you have it. If you like to learn from audio, then you have it. If you like to learn from demonstrations, then you can have that as well, right? Different types of learning styles are created inside the e-learning platforms. More efficient training of a globally dispersed audience by e-learning. Right, let's move on to some disadvantages. Advantages of let's move on to disadvantages. Before moving on to this one, any questions from the advantages or any of the things that we have discussed? Anything, guys? I will give you 2 minutes. Question from the advantages part or anything that comes into your mind about the technologies that we discussed.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, now this is regarding something else. Apart from ChatGPT, what are the other AI tools that we can use to get the help for our assignments? Especially
There is another one called BART that is done by Google. BARD, BART. There is another platform called Midjourney. Let me show you. Right, this is BART, same as ChatGPT, but up to now, with the ChatGPT is way better than BART, but it will flip over the time. Reason is ChatGPT is better now, but Google has more data points. Google has more users comparing to BART. But Google is search engine market local search engine, right? They own the largest market capture in the search engine industry. So they have a lot of users, right? Artificial intelligence model like a train when that is the difference, right? It is not a computer program. It is learning by itself. It is like a child. Right? පොඩි කෙනෙක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා වගේ අපි අවුරුදු ගානක් ඇවිල්ලා අපි එක්තරා ලෙවල් එකකට ඉගෙන ගන්නවා වගේ තමයි AI එක ඉගෙන ගන්න. From the questions, from the things that we ask, from the things that we search, ඒ වගේම තමයි ඒක ගන්න. So maybe with time, guarantee කරලා කියන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් නෙමෙයි, but maybe with time, what will come to a better position than ChatGPT due to the reason is they have more data collection ability from the people. පාවිච්චි කරන මිනිස්සු පාවිච්චි කරන තමයි AI එක ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඒකයි මම හැමදෙස්සෙම කිව්ව පටල ගන්න එපා. AI is not a computer program. No one has programmed the entire database. It's a programmable database and there is a logical database that was designed exactly very similar to how human thinks. අපේ neurological system එකට very similar method එකකින් තමයි AI එක හිතන්නේ. That is why AI can do the same stuff that we do. Right? Mangeda that article from a famous scientist that he says we are not the smartest species on the planet anymore. Right? We were the smartest species on the planet way before. Even we planet apex predators level, we are in the top of the food chain, right? We are dominating the entire world, right? As a species, because we are very intelligent comparing to other species, right? There are millions of species in this planet, but we climb to the top of the food chain. Right? We were in the top because of the intellect that we have as humans. But now that has changed or flipped, I guess, because of the newest computers, the quantum computers. Search it and see. Industry supercomputers are the best, but there is something else called quantum computers. How quantum computers work. There are those computers are 10,000 to 10,000 times faster than the supercomputers that we have. So think about computational power that they generate. So think about the things the humankind can achieve with this computational power. Again, is that the entire globe is going to change within the next few decades. Anything else, guys? There is one called Midjourney. Midjourney is also an AI. It's a generative artificial intelligence program and service created and hosted by San Francisco. Generates image from natural language description. And make a Photoshop industry. Now you don't need any Photoshop language to edit anything. Okay, you need to have the technical competency to edit the photographs. Right? Photographer edit it's a challenging thing. You need to have the technical knowledge, you need to know how to use the platform. The platforms like Midjourney and the generative AI in Adobe Photoshop now gives you the ability to speak to the AI with the natural language that you use. Again, අපි කතා කරන භාෂාවෙන් මෙහෙමයි ඕනේ කියලා කිව්වම අපිට edit කරලා. So that is way more easy and it is way more advanced. Right? You get videos බලන්න ගිහිල්ලා YouTube එකේ ඇති තරම් how the generative AI is going to. Now you can edit anything. Anyone can edit anything. ඕනම විදිහකට edit කරගන්න පුළුවන් තමන්ට with the help of natural language processing. But the problem is the world is not stopping with the technical advancements. Artificial intelligence is bad size right? Dangerous but the world is not stopping. Humans are not stopping the research. So it's better we keep up with the latest technology and learn. Otherwise, we will be left out from the market for the world very soon. That's the truth. Anyone else? Any questions? Right. Okay, let's move on to the disadvantages. Right. Disadvantage is around the technological issues of the learners. This is a big problem in Sri Lanka. Right? Technological issues ගත්තාම අතරම ලංකාවේ ලොකු ප්‍රශ්න ගොඩක් තියෙනවා when it comes to technical issues ගත්තොත් direct technical issues. ඒ subject එකකට ගත්තාම one is technophobia. What do you mean by technophobia? Any idea?
Fear to use technology.
Yes, of course. Fear to use the technology, fear to change with the technology. Right? ඒක ගොඩක් අය අතර තියෙන problem එකක්. I don't know whether you guys have it or not. Sometimes I also have that. ඒක normal scenario එකක්. හැබැයි ඒක අපිට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ overcome කරගන්න. එහෙම නැත්තම් වෙන්නේ you will never know what is happening. ඕගොල්ලන්ට technology කියන එක ඕනේ වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්, but please keep updated with the industry, keep updated with the world, what is happening. මම හැමදාම කියන example එකක් තමයි as a simple example in Sri Lanka. Take about the banking sector. අපි banking sector එක ගත්තොත් how many of you guys are still going to the bank with the bank book to get your book updated? තාම කී දෙනෙක් ඒ වැඩේ කරනවද කියලා? පොත අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා පොත අප්ඩේට් කරගෙන එනවා. It is a good thing to do years ago, but now you guys can get the exact bank book statement to your email. You can get it to your mobile phone, right? You can check your bank balance from your SMS, right? If you use the mobile app nowadays, the mobile apps are very advanced. You can do any transaction. You can send funds, receive funds. You can put an FD. You can apply for a loan. Right, you can take loans against FD, you can pay utility bills, right, electricity, gas, telecommunication, you can put standing orders. There are secure mail facilities that you can communicate with your bank. Secure mail kila venam option nakku. But still, there are thousands and thousands of people are going to the bank because the reason they don't trust the digital version of it. They trust the book. They trust the persons. Bankway in the person කෙනෙක් කියන දේ විශ්වාස කරනවා better than what you see in your display. හැබැයි believe it or not, in the Sri Lankan banking sector, හැම bank account එක මේක ලංකාවේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි world wide කරපු research එකක stat එකක් persons or humans are doing much more mistakes than computers, right? The ratio of the error is huge comparing to the computers and humans. ඔගොල්ලෝගේ යාළුවෝ ඉන්නවනම් bankers ලා banks වල අහලා බලන්න. bank වල කොච්චර balance discrepancies එනවද? පොඩි ගණන් වලින් එනවා, ලොකු ගණන් වලින් එනවා. right? හවසට bank balance කරනකොට issues එනවා. humans ලා දිනුත් සෑහෙන වැරදි ප්‍රමාණයක් වෙනවා. අපි ඒ neglect කරන්න බැරි තරම් වැරදි ප්‍රමාණයක් වෙනවා. But comparing to the computers, they do less mistakes comparing to the human. අතින් පොඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් තමයි වෙන්නේ and they can be rectified very easily. Computer එකකින් වුණොත් it can be rectified very easily comparing to humans. That is the global statistic. However, still people are trusting the manual process. The reason people are not comfortable changing the technology. Right? ATM card use කරලා payment එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙද්දි ATM card එකකින් cash withdrawal එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙද්දි still people are going to the cash counter. Right? ළඟම තියෙන ATM එකට යන්න නැතුව ඊට වඩා දුර තියෙන bank එකට යනවා for the withdrawal. It's happening in Sri Lanka. Reason they don't trust what you see in the digital display. ඊට වඩා අරක පොතේ print කරලා තියෙනකොට you feel more comfortable. ඔයගොල්ලොත් එහෙම කෙනෙක් නම් හොඳට හිතලා බලන්න. You feel more comfortable. පොතේ print කරලා තියෙනකොට you feel comfortable. FD එකක් දැම්මොත් if you get the FD receipt as a manual one you feel comfortable. හැබැයි ඒවා representing documents විතරයි. Even if you take that to the bank works in a digital way nowadays. ඉස්සර වගේ manual ledgers entries නෙමෙයිනේ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Then FD එකක් දැම්මත් you don't get a receipt. It's a digitalized one. But the problem is people are not willing to change that fast. Example එක අපි මේ online education වලට මෙහෙම මාරු වුණත් this happened due to the COVID pandemic. COVID pandemic එක නිසා we were helpless. There were no other options to do. The schools were closed, the businesses were closed. There is no way of communicating, conducting businesses. We were forcefully moved towards these technologies. Zoom කියන company එකක් ලෝකෙ හරියට තිබ්බෙත් නැහැ. So it's a very small company a few years ago, but now it is one of the largest companies in the world. Recently, we were forcefully moved. Technology, we are very reluctant to go. Even myself, when I was doing my first lecture from the Zoom for my engineering students, no, this is not going to work. This is a total failure. Because I was stressed out. There is no way I can teach the practicals to the students. Right? Then text when it comes to engineering disciplines, there are a lot of maths calculations. Right? Deep engineering calculations are there, advanced mathematics are there. How I'm going to do that? This is a big problem for me. Simple solution stress out factor, right? If I can get a touch screen pen like this, I can write anything. Right? I can point out, I can calculate. Right? The problem is solved. Our technological reluctant, it's okay to feel that. You have to overcome that. Even the technologies are changing drastically, and you will never know how to use those technologies. I'll put an example like the elder crowd, right? A payment, right? They don't use technologies at all because they don't know how to go with it. If we don't keep up with the market, if we don't keep up with the platforms and technologies. Right? Always try. Right? Try if you are using Facebook, go to Instagram and see what is happening. Go to TikTok and see what is happening. You don't have to do TikTok to use TikTok. Right? I don't know whether you guys know TikTok is the largest and the heaviest traffic movement, digital traffic movement currently in the world. Local digital traffic movement TikTok. So every product is now sold via TikTok. The real estate, the products, the fashion, product sell advertisements now it is going on TikTok. When the TikTok was introduced to the market few years ago, people took it as a joke. Then TikTok pay to promote the products. Industry smart. Now there is another platform called Threads. Use at least you know this technology exists in the world. Platform reason the younger generation is way smarter than you and us, than me. Fundamentals when they are starting their life, they have the AI. They have the super-powered computers. So they are going to overtake us in a matter of time. We need to keep up with the technology. Technology update students because they know about technology better than you. But you have to be ahead of the game as a teacher. Use application, app, platform, social media platform. When it comes to the market, do not reject. කාගේවත් judgment වලට එන්න එපා. Have an open mind. Have an open mind, install the application, create an account and see what is happening. The platforms පාවිච්චි කරා කියලා platform එකේ මේ active character එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ, but you will see. ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න education industry එකේ TikTok කොච්චර තව ඉස්සරහට එනවද කියලා ඉස්සරහට. All the education lessons are going to be delivered very small parcels. දැනටත් ඒක වෙනවා. Educating channels බර ගන්නත් වෙනවා TikTok. Very successful. Because it is an effective way of delivering. And majority of the people are currently in that platform. ඕක තව අවුරුදු දෙක තුනක් යනකොට another platform will come and it will replace. ඔයගොල්ලෝ Facebook එකෙන් පාවිච්චි කරනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ටම තේරෙනවා ඇති the content in the Facebook is now a little bit pale. ඉතින් outdated content එකක් තේරුමක් නැති content එකක් යන්නේ දැන්. Majority of the things are fake. Right? Fake news හැමතැනම. Fake profiles හැමතැනම, fake groups හැමතැනම. The quality content is not there now. If you go to Instagram, you have a better story. Right? ඊට වඩා ටිකක් හොඳයි. Right? So, as teachers, මම ආපහු කියන්නේ doing e-learning does not mean using Zoom to teach. Using e-learning does not mean using a WhatsApp group to teach your students. Electronic learning කියලා කියන්නේ මේ හැම platform එකකම එකතුවක්. Right, we are going to separately talk about the social media as well, how social media can be used for teaching. Like a specific chapter තියෙනවා වෙනම අපි ඒකෙදි කතා කරමු in detail. අනික social media කියලා කියන්නේ අපි මේ කතා කරන platforms දෙක තුන විතරක් නෙවෙයි, there are thousands of social media platforms available. How many of platforms do you know actually? At least these platforms exist. Sooner or later, students are going to come to you and ask these tricky questions. Madam, what is this? What is this technology? How this works? එතකොට ඕගොල්ලෝ එක දන්නේ නැත්නම් හිතන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඒ වෙලාවේදී ඇති වෙන තත්ත්වය මොකක්ද? So the student is not going to believe you anymore. Is going to think මෙයාගෙන් අහලා වැඩක් නැහැ මීට වඩා දේවල් මේක තේරුම් මේක දන්නේ නැත්නම් වෙන දේවලුත් දන්නේ නැති ඇති කියන ජජ්මන්ට් එකට එනවා. Right? I've seen that. මොකද මම ඕගොල්ලෝ වගේ youngest generation එකත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට 18 and above 18 to 40 වගේ අතර කට්ටියත් එක්ක තමයි වැඩ කරන්නේ. So you know the best. You know better than me how they react. Right? You are in the school environment, you are in the battlefield. ඔගොල්ලෝ තමයි දන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ handle කරන්න මේගොල්ලෝගේ request. හැබැයි හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න they are going to learn much faster than we are about every technology. ඒ නිසා මේ technological fear කියන ඒවා එකක් වයසත් එක්කත් එනවා. ඒවා පුළුවන් ඉක්මනට නැති කරගන්න බලන්න. Right? This is not a disease. This is a very easy curable one. ඒක ඔළුවෙන් හදාගන්න පුළුවන් ලේසි දෙයක්. Unavailability of required technologies. This is a very sad situation in Sri Lanka. Right? Unavailability of required technologies. අපි ලංකාවේ කොච්චර කතා කරත් there are areas still we don't have a proper internet connection. There are areas still a school does not have a one single computer. A computer එකක් නැති ස්කෝලක් තියෙනවා. I agree with that. හැබැයි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ the world is not waiting for them. The world is not waiting for the last school to get a computer. එහෙම scenario එකක් නෑ. I know it is sad, but that is the truth. මුළු ලංකාවේ තියෙන හැම ඉස්කෝලේකටම කම්පියුටර්ස් හම්බෙලා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් හම්බෙලා හැමෝම කම්පියුටර්ස් පාවිච්චි කරන තැනට ආවට පස්සේ මුළු ලංකාවම අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. කොළඹ හතේ තියෙන නුවර තියෙන ගාල්ල ගම්පහ ප්‍රීමියම් හොට්ස්පොට්ස් වල තියෙන ඉස්කෝල ටික තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලා අප්ඩේට්. That is the truth. We know that. Unavailability of required technology. And it's a sadful situation in our country because of the cost. Right? Other laptop it's a costly scenario. To maintain the electricity bills for that, it's a costly scenario. Right? I mean, mobile phone for learning purposes. It is a costly process. Right? අනිත් එක ඒක governments වලින් අපිට provide කියලා එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙගෙන ඉන්නවනම් අපි මොඩ. It is never going to happen. Right? හැමතිස්සෙම හිතන්න every single student in Sri Lanka is not going to get a computer in the near future. හැබැයි එහෙමයි කියලා technology එකේ advancements අතර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Teaching and learning patterns වෙනස් වෙන එක නතර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right, දැන් අපි ලංකාවේ කම්පියුටර් එකක්වත් ගන්න බැරුව ඉන්නකොට the technologies like ChatGPT came to the world. They don't care about countries like us. මුළු ලෝකෙම අප්ඩේට් කරලා ඔක්කොම හැදුනාට පස්සේ ChatGPT රිලීස් කරන දේ බණින හැමෝටම පාවිච්චි කරනවා. It is not happening. Right, it is a sad situation that, but it is reality. What to do? So limited access to computers as well as the internet. One of the biggest problems in Sri Lanka. Right? There are still areas that you don't have a proper internet connection. Internet connection, you need to have a proper, faster internet connection to have this video conferencing. Video is streamline fast and internet. So we know this is a problem that we face and requires computer skills, especially for the beginners. Right? Beginning level again, then now the youngers are getting proficient with the technology very, very fastly. Personally, they are very proficient with the technology. Reason is now few generations have passed after the technological revolutions in this world. So the IT or ICT it was now integrated to the DNAs of the persons. They know. Active right? If you have experience with the school, please share. First-hand experience with the young students over there. අපිට technological fear එක තිබ්බට මේ youngsters ලාට technological fear එක ගොඩක් අඩුයි. I hope you have seen that. අවුරුදු දෙකේ තුනේ අය you simply go to the internet, you unlock the mobile phone, you play the games, you pause it. They know to do the basic stuff. Right? They don't have this technological fear like us. Right, okay, so technology කියන එකට ගොඩාක් බය වෙන්නත් එපා. Technology කියන එක 100% trust කරනවා කියලා කියන්නෙත් නැහැ මම. But 99% of the time with the efficiency devices that we have, we can do so much more. We can achieve better things with the technology. Technology එකට බය වෙන්න එපා. Technology එක use කරන්න fear වෙන්න එපා. As a simple example, I said I'm a pilot. When I was flying, we fly the aircraft with autopilot. Right? There is a functionality called auto land. That aircraft automatically land karana function ekak thiyena. So when we press the auto land button and when we go through the procedure, we believe and we trust the technology. Right? Nearly at least 250 souls on board. Passengers line no desiya bana tunsiya. Right? We trust the technology to that machine. අපි හිතනවා මේ machine එක immediate ගෙනල්ලා with the tons of fuel smooth landing එකක් කරා කියලා without even touching the columns, without even touching anything in the aircraft. හැබැයි it is happening. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතෝ දැන් කාලාන්තරයක් තිස්සේ වෙනවා because technology is optimized to that level. ඒ නිසා basic technologies reject කරන්න තියා හිතන්නවත් එපා. Right? You know that the rockets are going to the upper space, low the orbits, and coming back without any passengers. If you go to another country, the trains are running without train drivers, fully automated, the metro lines. ඉස්සර මිනිස්සු ගොඩාක් involved වෙච්ච process, highly complicated process. Now it is automated. එහෙනම් ඒ වගේ ලොකු දේවලුත් automate කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් පොඩි process ගැන ගොඩාක් mistrust කරන්න යන්න එපා. So use it and see. Right. So you will adjust. What are the disadvantages? Another one. For beginners, it has been reported that confronting computer technology was more stressful and consumed more time at the beginning of the course. It is very true. The maker not for the students, it's for the teachers as well. I don't know whether you guys have conducted online sessions. Overlook karla tiyena na. The first session is stressful. මට නම් මම කරපු පළවෙනි එක මට මතකයි for engineering sector it's very stressful. මොකද එහා පැත්තේ කියන දේ ඇහෙනවද දන්නෙත් නැහැ, පේනවද දන්නෙත් නැහැ. Right, you have to take continuous feedbacks, right? මේක පේනවද, screen එක පේනවද, මම කියන එක ඇහෙනවද? නැත්නම් at the beginning. But now we have the feedback options in this side. අපිට පේනවා, right? එහා පැත්තට මේක පේනවා නම් the admin can see. එහා පැත්තේ කෙනාට මේක ඇහෙනවා නම් we can see that. Right, the feedback is not there. Now it is more adjusted. At the beginning, it was very stressful. I don't know whether it is for students. Students are not, maybe. මොකද lively අහන්න බෑ. Whiteboard එකේ ලියලා පෙන්නනවා වගේ පෙන්නන්න බෑ. This is just a simple thing, right? මේ අපි teaching වලටම කතා කරා. I don't know about your experience. Another disadvantage is feeling isolated and missing social contact. Yes, Budhini, any questions?
No, sir, I was just trying to share one of my experiences during the COVID pandemic season when we actually, as a school, I'm teaching at Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy. So we taught we conducted the lessons through Teams, Microsoft Teams. So actually, it was not problematic for students when we introduced the platform, but it was very difficult for the teachers, especially the senior teachers. So as young teachers, we had to conduct training sessions for our senior teachers first to get them to use the platform, and it was a very difficult task. We had to go to school for about like 10 days and we had to sit with them and train them, but it was not difficult with students. They just adapted very quickly.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They adapted very quickly because technology කියන එක අපිට reluctant වෙන්න පටන් අරගෙන තිබ්බට it's not for them. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝගේ basic fundamentals ගොඩක් advanced. Then මගේ නම් life එකේ I don't know about your age specifically. We experienced the very basics. මුලින්ම තිබ්බ computers are very slow, very low in technology comparing to what we have today. Right? තොර එතනින් ස්ටාර්ට් කරලා අද මේ වෙනකොට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ටෙක්නොලොජි එකෙන් තමයි අද youngstersලා පටන් ගන්න. So the base of them එක very strong base එකක් ඒගොල්ලන්ට වැටෙන්නේ. They don't even know about internet problems. They don't even know about lagging computers. Right? They only know about smartphones. Then other countries smartphone is very advanced. Sometimes the smartphones are advanced than a computer. Right? Modern smartphone is way more advanced than a computer or laptop. You can do anything. Thing is, their fundamentals are way stronger than us. And they're adapting very quickly. And we are outdating very quickly if we don't keep up with the technologies. My guy here, Hamad is learn and we update. Update කියන්නේ update කියන එකෙන් ඔළුවට ගන්න එපා. මම මේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මෙහෙම එකක් තිබ්බා කියලා දැනගෙන වැඩක් නැහැ. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. දැන් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අද පෙන්නන the Google Gemini is a latest technology. It was released nearly a month ago. මාසෙකුත් නැහැ තාම සතිය කීපයක්. It's one of the latest advancements in the industry. හැබැයි ඕක දැනගත්තා කියලා මේ අවුරුද්ද පුරාම කියන්න එපා. Well, in the next months, another technology will come out. Another update will come out. The entire AI industry will change. That was an update, like not to the previous month or the previous year. Mama ඒ කාලේ මෙහෙම දැනගෙන හිටියා කියන එක තේරුමක් නැහැ. It's a totally outdated story. I use this technology කියන එක outdated. You have to know what is happening today. because the world of technology is changing rapidly. And අපි next week කතා කරමු තව තියෙනවා technologies ගැන කතා කරන්න කීපයක්. How virtual reality, how 3D printing, how biometrics technology, how holograms are used in education. මේ ඔක්කොම education industry. තව හිතන්න එතකොට එළිය තව කොච්චර industries තියෙනවද? When it comes to those industries, if the technologies are this advanced, වැඩේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ in Sri Lanka, we are still struggling to get a computer. The world is moving with the virtual reality, augmented reality, right? Education that students like we have that in Sri Lanka, but in very limited capacity. Very limited capacity. Lanka in universities you have virtual realities, in schools you have virtual realities. Smart boards in Sri Lanka you have, but not in every school. And it is very costly as well. Disadvantage cost problem integrate. As I can remember, last year in my school, we were going to convert every classroom into a smart classroom, starting from grade 1 to 13. I'm a classroom. One classroom is going to cost minimum of 1 million those days. Mang hitanne දැන් වෙද්දි එකක් වැඩි වෙලා ඇති one classroom. හිතන්නේ cost එක කොච්චර ලොකුයිද කියලා. It is not a small cost. එක වසර ගත්තොත් පන්ති 4ක් 5ක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ 13ට යනකම් පන්ති ටික multi-million project to convert, to give better education to students. If integrate කරාට පස්සේ the students will keep it up for many years. That is true. The cost will be lower with many years, but the initial cost is very high. දැන් නම් මම හිතන්නේ classroom එකක් change කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා smart classroom එකට less than 2 million. Just one classroom. වැඩේ තියෙන්නේ ඉස්කෝලේට එක class smart classroom නම් තිබ්බා කියලා හොඳයි ලොකු තේරුමක් නැහැ. Museum එක ගිහිල්ලා ටෙක්නොලොජි එක බලලා එනවා වගේ ටෙක්නොලොජි එක යූස් කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ආටිෆැක්ට් එකක් බලලා එනවා වගේ මියුසියම් එකකට ගිහිල්ලා මේක ස්මාර්ට් බෝඩ් එකක් කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් අතපත ගාලා ඉන්න ඒක හොඳයි ටෙක්නොලොජි එක එක්සිස්ට් කියලා දැනගන්න හොඳයි but you have to use it every day. ඒ හැමදාම යූස් කරන්න නැත්නම් it's no point. But there is a very sad full situation in Sri Lanka. Have you guys used smart boards? Or පාවිච්චි කරනවද ඉස්කෝලවල?
Yes, sir.
Is it good experience?
Of course, sir.
Right. Students are happy with the technology.
Yes, sir. But the thing is, we also like being one of the prominent schools in Kandy. We also have about only 3 smart boards. So that's the sad situation.
Right. That's good. That's good. If you guys are using it, that's very good. There are some schools, smart boards, technologies, there are some schools in Sri Lanka that even does not have even books or nothing. Schools, So, classroom, blackboard, whiteboard, but the problem is, as I said before, there is a very limited capacity that we can help as well. We don't take help limited as citizens in the country. But it's not enough to cover the entire country. And while we are doing that, the world is moving so fast. So feeling isolated, yes. Another one is, just excuse me for a minute, guys. But, another disadvantage is feeling isolated and missing social contact. It is very true. Then, Mamona Samarakadu Ganagota, when I am teaching a large crowd, I also feel isolated because I can't see you guys, right? I can't see your faces. I don't know whether you guys are getting what I'm saying, right? A feeling again, I think, right? When you're learning in a large group, right? You miss the social contact as well, right? Mugata, when think about a university environment where you participate in the university, where you go to the university every day to study, right? University is a place sometimes where great friendships are built, right? University is a place, great memories, the fun activities are done, right? University is a place, great relationships are formed, right? A contact miss with the technological learning because you don't interact with humans much. Harima putting interaction humans right then after the COVID, there are thousands of students that have learned from me that I didn't even know. But they learn from me. It's a very sad scenario. Right? We are missing the social contact. Feeling they have communicated largely with a machine rather than other human beings. Right? It's a very line. When I'm doing lectures, when you're doing the lectures, it feels like you're talking with a computer. Right? Because this is not a discussion, this is a lecture. So when you're doing the lecture, there is no way we can have the contact. So it feels like you're talking to a laptop or a computer. Possible inadequate opportunity to discuss and interact with teachers. Right? ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේකත් එක disadvantage එකක් තමයි, but මේකේ advantage පැත්තකුත් තියෙනවා when you are doing the online learning. As an example, let's say you take the Zoom platform. If you have a question, you can simply type it and send it to me directly without asking in the common audience. එහෙම එකකුත් තියෙනවා. Common audience common audience type if not, you can simply directly send me a message in the chat as well without anybody seeing it, right? Session there are different kind of people, right? Introverts Latina, extroverts Latina, right? People who do not like to participate in the conversation, they can simply ask. Advantage but classroom setting, it is more active environment, right? I can ask questions, you guys can engage in the conversation, right? So it is a different scenario. Another one is portability of training has become a strength of e-learning, but still does not rival that of printed workbooks or reference materials, right? Make a disadvantage when I'm studying for my examinations, sometimes I need the printed books. Right? It's a psychological factor. Printed books studying in the digital media is sometimes uncomfortable. Because you're not going to get books in the future. The books will be totally eliminated. You will be getting the PDFs and digitalized documents. So you have to adjust for that as well. I think arguably, but that is what is happening in the world. Right. So that comes to an end of our lecture about e-learning advantages and disadvantages. Our first chapter. Do you guys have any questions? Is everything clear that we discussed today? Right. If you have any questions, let me know. ඔගොල්ලන්ට ඊට පස්සේ හරි questions තියෙනවා නම් I gave my mobile number. but message එකක් දාන්න මොනවා හරි ගැන mail size ගැන අවුලක් තියෙනවා නම් I will get back to you soon as possible, right? Maybe not immediately, but soon as possible. And I will send the lecture slide to your coordinator as well. So she will upload it to Google Drive. You guys are having holidays these days, right? Most of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, then I think we can stop for today. Any questions before closing? Right, then enjoy your holiday and have a great week ahead, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.